Developing 21st century teaching skills, learning technologies through the Office of Language Self-Learning. For me, it is an honor for all of us. It is an honor and a privilege to welcome a man who has been described by no one less than Jeremy Harmer as a controversial figure because of his forthright views, which are freely and energetically expressed, but controversy at its best provokes discussion, discovery, and growth. A man who has probably trained more language teachers than anyone else during his long and distinguished career, authored and co-authored more than 20 books such as Grammar Games, which you probably use in your classroom, and Humanizing a Course Book. A man who's traveled the world, from Europe to the Middle East, Asia, and North and South America to foster humanism in language teaching. The founding father and first editor of the online journal, Humanizing Language Teaching. He frequently contributes to it as well as other online journals like The Teacher Trainer and The Bridge. A man who loves gardening and cooking for friends, and a man of ideals and conviction. We ask you to warmly welcome the language teacher's language teacher, Mario Rinvolucri.
Buenos días. Aquí en Inglaterra estamos de tarde, pero ustedes están en la mañana, creo. Quisiera agradecer a Pamela Varela y Bridges por haberme invitado, y me gustaría también agradecer a la gente técnica de ambos lados del Atlántico, porque sin ellos nadie se hubiera podido hacer. Yo me siento muy alegre de estar con ustedes, por lo menos visualmente, porque yo pasé 2 años en Chile. Entonces la hispanidad del otro lado del Atlántico, del su lado, me gusta un montón. Y tengo también que saludarle de parte de Paul Davis, un colega mío, que muchas veces he estado con ustedes en México. And I need now to continue in English, because that's what you teach, so it's your professional language. And this evening I want to talk about some thinking frames or some mental filters. And when I say mental filters, I need to give you some kind of example about what I mean. Let me give you a very simple example. We all sometimes go to the supermarket, and there are different ways of thinking about how you prepare for trips to the supermarket. Let me think of my wife, Sophie. She makes a list of the ingredients she needs for the next 3 or 4 days. And then she puts them in the list of her wanting them. It's a want list. In my case, I take a different mental frame, and I tend to think about the geography of the supermarket, and I make my list according to where the products are in the different aisles of the supermarket. These are 2 different ways of doing supermarket shopping. They're 2 different ways of thinking about supermarket shopping. And the first frame I want to offer you, thinking frame I want to offer you this evening, comes from the work of Rudolf Steiner, who was the founder of the Waldorf schools. I think there are some Waldorf schools in Mexico too. And this is a frame for thinking about a language lesson, or any lesson, in fact, in school. And it has 5 headings. The first heading, maybe here you might want to take note if you have pen and paper. The first heading is the word preparation. Now, preparation is a big word, and it covers many different things. I have met teachers who say that I prepare my next class when I leave my last class. I have heard teachers say that when I prepare, I think of 100 possibilities. And it's only when I'm entering my class, coming into the lesson, that I make the final decision about what I'm going to propose to the students. There are people who like